There we go. It's Big Pimp. No, I can't say that. Jeremiah again. $40. Right there in the front. You can buy number 45, number 45. All right, so here's what we're doing today. Auction was last night. Today we're going to unload these trailers and start putting the next auction together. I got 2 trailers this week, one for in here, one for the online, and it's going to take a full couple of hours to get the stuff out into the building, and then another 5 days to set it up. So this is day 1 on a Thursday. Oh, I smell this bad.
Anything that has little...
What got on me, homie?
Stop talking. Look.
I reek.
I'm trying to record stuff.
We don't have speedballs and pinballs. What? Card thing kind of took off, and companies took advantage of it. And so from about 1987 through about 1997, there's a decade of cards that have no value because they were so mass produced. They don't do that anymore, which is why you'll hear about cards where someone's like, oh, I sold a card from here. You'll hear about a card from last year that got sold for like $1.5 million. That is because now they don't do that like they did. But in the late 80s and early 90s, they were just printing tens of millions of them.
Oh, it's a Native American metate. What? Right? So this is where they would grind the corn and grain. Oh. See the wear on it? It's all smooth. Metate. Oh, that's cool. Maybe they made some arrowheads from the back. I don't know. That's pretty cool.
There you go. It's Big Pimp. No, I can't say that. I like this hat.
So I have one of these hanging above my bed once upon a time.
Oh, yeah, it does go around.
And we were swinging from it, grabbing and jumping on my bed and swinging, and it broke on me, and I went flying across the room into a broken trash can, and I sliced my nose off. That's a true story.
Yeah.
This is when we lived next to each other.
Yep. She sliced it. Well, like you lift it up, the whole nose was gone.
The whole nose lifted off my face. Now 22.5. Now 525 here. Now 20. Find on the Scorpion 5 and going. That's your mind.
Citizen through the 50s, 60s, and 70s. He was born in 1920 in Hawaii. Lived in and around the Hilo area. His name was Cyril Directo. He joined the armed forces in the 40s and came over to Kansas City on the GI Bill back in the 50s to study at the Kansas City Art Institute.
So he's a Kansas City artist.
Yep, he got a Bachelor of Fine Arts there, and he ended up becoming a professor there at the Kansas City Art Institute and for Pitt Valley Community College. Yeah, he taught art history there. In the 60s, he wasn't even really that into carving until he gave a project to his students about carving and doing art of their native heritages. And that's what kind of kicked him off, because he's like, I don't even know about my native heritage and the art forms. So he started more about Hawaiian carving. He actually got a sabbatical from Kansas City Art Institute to go back to Hawaii to study there.
That's
And
crazy.
so he studied traditional carving methods. He actually got a position at the University of Hawaii doing carving lessons there for natives, and kind of kicked off bringing back traditional Hawaiian carving there.
Well, it solves,
Eventually came back to Kansas City, and
it just solves one of the major
Yeah.
questions I had with these when we took them out of the estate. And that was, why did the others go somewhere else and these stayed here? But it makes sense. If they were independents or Kansas City related, then that's why they're here. That's kind
and
of
he was really important in the community. He put on a lot of luau's through the church, and it brought community members together. So
excited for you to have these.
yeah, yeah. We already have several of his pieces rescued. And,
That's so cool.
yeah, and
Yeah,
it's-
you'll know when you run across him again from this is his signature.
So obscure, or such a small group of people that know about them that you
Yeah.
can't find the information about them. And I really thought we'd find it. You know, they are signed, but I searched and I couldn't. So that has solved a question I've had about this forever. Why
but it's important to Kansas City Tiki history, and
You want to tell us where they're going?
they're going to my home Tiki bar. And I have a regular group of Tiki aficionados and historians that come over, and we all just kind of sit around and share stories and talk about Kansas City Tiki history, and
To us, you know, so
and
have
keeping it here in town.
someone who did this here and it gets to stay here. I'm sure these logs, they were carved from just some trees that were cut down right here in Independence.
Mhm.
Oh, that's
Never
awesome.
went very far.
You know the best move you made all week?
What?
Sending her out yesterday instead of you coming.
Yeah, I know.
Because once she took a couple photos, I didn't even know she was there. You would have been talking, carrying on. Hey guys, are we having fun yet?
There's a reason.
This is killing.